PNC Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Loop. He begins this one. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's caught outside by Otten. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's 3rd and
Truth be
11.
told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. They send Godwin in motion. Now Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
Wester on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Slot man in motion left. 2nd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Got a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Hopkins sent in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Moving to his left. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's in! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, 0.